It is Halloween season. I know we're always on the hunt for new horror movies to watch, and I wanted to announce that I made a full feature movie called The Siren. I am selling copies of this for $10 and $5 shipping. The movie comes with deleted scenes, blooper reel. It'll have 2 of my short films on the Blu-ray as well, and every copy of the movie comes with a 5x6 that I will sign in rich metallic gold. If you want it personalized, all you got to do is send an email to this link right here, and I'll also have my email in the description. If you guys would like to support me and get a copy of my movie, all you got to do is email this link right here. Aside from that, let's get on with the review. Welcome to the channel, guys. It is now Halloween season where we are just going to binge Halloween movies all month. I hope you guys do get a chance to purchase a copy of my movie. I worked really hard on that film and I think it's something you might like if you are a big fan of slashers. Anyhow, let's get on with the review. Today I'm going to be reviewing an older film, not too old, but it came out earlier in the year, about May, and that is Of Violent Nature. Now, this is the type of film that probably sounded really good on paper, but was not executed well. It just didn't work out. I do respect the team for trying something new, but this one just felt really flat. And, you know, the typical complaints were it's a Friday the 13th ripoff, which it kind of is. It's a slasher, but it had its own style. I'm not a big fan of that complaint that it was a ripoff, because we could say that about any slasher. Just because it was a guy in a mask killing people doesn't mean it was a ripoff. I'm sure there were inspirations off Friday the 13th, but we can't just claim everything that has a dude in a mask in the woods is Friday the 13th. Granted, the complaint I do give people is he did look like Jason. When you see his face, I'm like, okay, they were heavily inspired by Friday the 13th. I just don't agree with the whole slasher thing. Now, again, as I said, this movie probably sounded good on paper because the whole film, you are following the killer. There's no protagonist in the movie. There's no character development. There's just background characters. So the whole film, you are with the killer. And that did become very tiresome. It was basically a walking stimulator. I have to give props to the sound team because that's all they were working with. There is no score in this movie. So the sound team had to do all the heavy lifting and really immerse us into the world with all the sound work. That stuff was good. The film looked beautiful. The set location was obviously really good because it was in the natural forest and everything looked clean and nice. The problem was the movie is so incredibly boring. You're just watching this killer mindlessly walk through the woods. Then we get a couple good kills. We have insanely obnoxious characters. The writing of the characters was horrendous, but I don't think that's what they were going for, because the things that were good about the film were the kills, and that's what the movie was really surrounding itself around, was who's going to die next. It takes so long to get to those kills. You become disinterested and disconnected from what's going on, and I just don't think it delivered fast enough. I do respect them for trying something new. You know, if they were ever to make another one, maybe you could do something a little different. Have the killer, but you have more characters in it and there's something to go with and someone to root for, other than just, okay, hurry up, walk a little faster and get to the next kill, because that's all the film was. And the movie does have really good kills. Some of them are extremely graphic and vile. The makeup team is probably the most passionate group on this film. Those are some of the best parts of the movie, because some of the kills in this are very unique, things I haven't seen before, and they do draw the line. There is a Hall of Famer killing that, and I know what scene that is. If you've seen it, you know what scene I'm talking about. But if we just ignore the kills and we just structure this, okay, we base this off how is the movie itself. It's not good, but it's not a train wreck either. It has a train wreck ending that I'm going to get to in a second. You get very worn down by the pacing of this thing, and with there being very little dialogue with the characters, and then when the characters do talk, it doesn't sound very natural. There's no fluency with the characters. They just sound like they read a script, they memorize it, they're trying to sound like they're in high school, when these are college students, the dialogue banter just felt very high school, and it just took me out of it personally. There is one tracking shot in this movie that looked absolutely phenomenal. I don't know how they did the cut, but it was a good special effects cut. And this is the shot right here. He takes the rock, you see the actor, and then he throws the rock down. I edit for a living. I could not find a cut. I could not find a J cut in there. I could not find any type of filter switch. I couldn't find any face mapping, and it was one seamless shot, and I give them huge props. That's a thumbs up on that one. That was a good take. The ending, my goodness, wow. What a way to end a film. On the worst possible way imaginable. You have two characters talking to each other in a car, and this old woman is giving this long monologue. Insanely long. And then when she's done talking, it shows a shot of the woods. And to recap a little bit, there was a scene in the movie where the killer kills somebody. There's this jug of fuel, and there's a necklace around it. The last shot of the movie, after this woman has talked for 10 minutes straight, non-stop, about something we don't care about, we show the fuel jug on the ground without the necklace, and it cuts to black. That's how the film ended. It was very anticlimactic. It's going to leave you angry. You're going to feel like you wasted your time. Because once we get that last kill with the killer, this monologue that you see in the car, that's where the movie's going to just end on you. And that's going to leave anyone frustrated. And I think the movie takes a heavy hit on the grade because of that. I thought that was one of the worst ways to end a slasher. You want to leave your audience with something more to chew off of than that. Because second off, the dialogue in that scene was awful. I didn't care about anything she was saying. And it went on way too long. Just like this review. I'm going to grade A Violent Nature a C-. As I said, I give her props and respect for trying something new. It just didn't work out. Probably sounded a lot better on paper. And I know this is on everyone's watch list for this Halloween season. I just want to maybe possibly recommend you take it off. Well, that does it for this review, guys. I have more reviews coming up. Until then, hit that subscribe button because I have many more Halloween reviews on the way, and I will catch you movie fans on my next review.